So now News 15 at 9, we're tracking a heat wave moving through Acadiana, but is there a change coming? Find out.
Plus, a new curfew for the city of Kaplan kicks off tonight, and it's not due to an uptick in gun violence. We're going to show you what police are hoping to stop. Also, a Zooziana favorite has passed away. We're going to look back on nearly 2 decades of Joe Lee, the White Tiger. And we'll take you to this weekend's sights and sounds of the 31st annual LeBeau Zydeco Festival.
From Fox 15, News 15 at 9 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Brian Hennessy. Thank you for choosing News 15 at 9 o'clock. We begin tonight with a Storm Track 15 alert. Our weekend is shaping up to be a scorcher. Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley leads us off with our first forecast. Michael, are we still expecting more heat advisories out there?
Actually, Ryan, we are seeing the end of the heat advisories for our future. We don't have any for tomorrow. Does not mean we're not going to be in really that hot weather, but most of the heat advisories are actually way to our east. Shenandoah, portions of Iberville Parish, and also Ascension parishes. None of Acadiana is actually in on this. This is the first time we've seen this actually for about 5 or 6 or 7 days. And honestly, it's pretty good news, and we also aren't tracking any excessive heat warnings in the state, so we are starting to see these temperatures start to go down. But still, regardless of whether or not we see those advisories or warnings, it's going to be very hot today tomorrow. You're going to be seeing more of those really hot temperatures, heat indices above 105 or above, and so we're going to be dealing with that excessive heat for sure. Taking a look at the temperatures for tomorrow, 96 degrees is the agreement for most of Acadiana. 98 degrees is going to feel hot no matter how much that humidity is, but we do have some good news. Showers are on the way, possible thunderstorms as well. Give us lots of rain in the forecast. Ryan?
Thank you, Michael. Just a side note, heat indices is hard to say and it's also hard to spell. Happening now, police are getting ready to enforce a new nightly curfew for the Vermilion Parish community of Kaplan. It will take effect at 11 p.m. tonight and run until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, unlike some other local curfews that we've seen enacted, this one's not in an effort to combat shootings, but rather, as News 15's Dracar Francois shows us, Kaplan is struggling with a drug trafficking problem.
The ordinance is basically designed to stop anyone that's walking or riding a bicycle or motorized bicycle after 11 p.m. until 4 a.m.
Captain Police Chief Hardy says the ordinance is designed to keep drug trafficking off the streets. The chief says this isn't for people who are either going to work or leaving.
Pretty much if they see that they're in a McDonald's uniform, a Sonic uniform, or convenience store, they're not going to stop them to see who they are.
Those who live in Kaplan say drug trafficking has gotten out of control. They also say it mostly happens at night. People say they believe the ordinance will hopefully put an end to these crimes.
I feel like it'll cut down on a lot of things that happen at night, like people going to other people's yard taking things. I feel like it's a good thing.
I think it is a good thing because even though it won't immediately cure the problem, it gives us a vehicle as a community to potentially cure the problem. And like I said before, at least get a handle on it before it gets any worse.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea to get tried out, see how it works.
Chief Hardy says the curfew will be in place until further notice. In Kaplan, Dracar Francois, News 15.
Thank you, Dracar. Now we're following a developing story tonight out of Zooziana in Broussard. That's where zookeepers a short time ago announced the death of the zoo's popular white tiger, Joe Lee. Her death comes after Zooziana just recently celebrated her 19th birthday, but zoo officials tell us her health quickly began going downhill after her birthday. Joe Lee suffered from kidney, hip, and joint issues, losing much of her mobility. Because of her old age and health issues, zookeepers said they made the humane decision to euthanize Joe Lee within the past 24 hours. Meantime, as Joe Lee struggled with old age, some other zoo animals may be struggling with our heat wave. Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley is back with a look at this good question. How do zoo animals stay cool in all this heat?
So we are out here in Louisiana and it is really hot. So many people may be wondering how these animals actually stay cool in the summer heat. Most of them are actually more used to it than we are. So how do these zoo animals stay cool? That's a good question. Ostriches, for example, enjoy a nice dust bath.
Not all animals actually sit in water to cool off. Certain animals are going to take dust baths to cool off. So you're going to see ostriches do it, which is common in rat types, like our emus here are also going to take dust baths. Peacocks take dust baths, chickens, pheasants, and then llamas.
A majority of these animals come from tropical climates such as rainforests or the grasslands of Africa. So they're just loving this summer heat, but just in case they get a little bit too hot.
We also give them frozen ice treats. It could be like large snow cone ice blocks or small ice like what we get in our drinks. We give that to them daily, frozen treats. So our cats get blood sickles. We basically just take the blood left over from their meat diet and then we add it to water, put it in our big freezer, and then they have this beautiful blood popsicle that they absolutely go nuts for.
Seems like all is well here in Louisiana. If you have any other good questions, make sure you send them in to weather@kadn.com or shoot us a message on the News 15 Facebook page to see your good question on the air. I'm Storm Track 15 meteorologist Michael Crowley.
Thank you, Michael. To stay weather aware, be sure to download our Storm Track 15 weather app. Our team of meteorologists are constantly tracking the latest storms, temperatures, and outside elements to keep you and your family safe. Well, as we cover Acadiana tonight, the holiday weekend is underway and there's plenty to do around our region, although you need to make sure you stay hydrated in all this heat out there. That's because you will be shaking it at the 31st annual LeBeau Zydeco Festival, kicking off today at the Immaculate Conception Church in LeBeau. This festival is held each year on the first Saturday of July. Festival features some of the most popular Zydeco bands in southern Louisiana. It's also known for its pork backbone rib dinners. Ooh. So bring a dance partner, maybe a lawn chair, and your appetite to this one. This year's performers includes Horace Trahan and the Osun Express, Nathan Williams and the Zydeco Cha-Chas, along with Step Rideau and the Zydeco Outlaws. The festival highlights the Zydeco genre and its roots, of course, located in Creole community.
Every year we get a little bit more and more people. Yeah, so 31 years, the people are coming in now. They're going to keep coming in for the last band. One guy drove from Texas to be here. They just see the post online and they just start calling in, asking can they come.
Everybody is gathered to a family. We all cooking. It's nice. And we just love it.
Elsewhere, the first of many 4th of July celebrations here at Acadiana has taken place in Scott. A large crowd gathered last night for the community's annual Independence Day celebration. There was plenty of food and drink, along with great musical entertainment festivities, which wrapped up with a big fireworks display. Like many Acadiana communities, the city of Scott takes pride in hosting a tribute to our nation's birth.
Freedom isn't free, and so the fact that we come together as a country, as a community, as a nation to recognize our freedoms and the ability to be able to do this day in and day out is very important, as well as the fellowship and the networking that it allows us to do to commemorate the nation's independence. So we're super excited about it, and we look to continue to have this tradition year in and year out. Have a great weekend, happy 4th of July, and remember, eat more boudin.
And some of the proceeds from this year's Scott Boudin Festival helped pay for the cost of the 4th celebration and fireworks. Well, he's back. We're going to be talking about a full list of 4th of July fireworks events and activities that you can see if you head over to our website, which is kadn.com. We compiled a complete look at the festivities, made things a little bit easier for you to celebrate America's independence all around Acadiana. Now, speaking of fireworks, we have some important safety tips to keep in mind if you're going to be handling those fireworks over this 4th of July period. It's important not to put fireworks in your hand or keep them too close to your body. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission doing its annual demonstration of the dangers on fireworks in this video that you're watching right now. The safety demonstration included exploding mannequins. Woo, yeah, that sells the point. Also exploding watermelons to simulate the real life scenarios. Wow, that's dangerous. With the Lafayette Fire Department also urging people to, when you're using fireworks in the hot and dry weather, which we're currently experiencing during the heat wave to be very, very careful.
It's the dry conditions. It's been very dry lately. We've been responding to about 20 or so grass fires within the past 30 days. So we suspect with the airborne fireworks in particular, setting them off is going to probably trigger some more grass fires.
And because of the extreme heat conditions, police in the St. Mary Parish community of Baldwin say they will be conducting a major crackdown on fireworks in their city during the holiday period. Well, if you're gearing up to set up fireworks, it's important to remember your fur babies out there. The Lafayette Animal Shelter has some tips to keep them safe during the holiday. Keep your cats and dogs secure in your home with a place to hide. Also, try to mask the noise of fireworks with either a radio or television. And while fireworks may be on the minds of many this weekend, others took the opportunity to actually add to their book collection. Today was the third and final day of a book sale organized by the Friends of the Lafayette Public Library. The sale taking place at the main library branch on Congress Street. Various types of books, both fiction, nonfiction, were up for sale, along with children's books and DVDs. Those involved with the book sale stress the importance that libraries bring to our community.
A public library is the best place in the world. There are activities and there are books that'll take you anywhere you want to go. You can go around the world in books. You can learn anything you want to learn in books. You can enjoy, you can relax, you can read, you can learn how to do things. Libraries are wonderful.
And for more information on the Friends of the Lafayette Public Library, you can visit their Facebook page. Still ahead for you tonight after the break. Acadiana is seeing a massive spike in norovirus cases right now. News 15's medical editor Dr. John Labrie will explain why and what you can be on the lookout for.